Hi, welcome to Switch Up. Today we have a very pressing topic at hand. It has been 4 days since police found the remains of the 2-year-old baby girl, Siti Sophia, who was abducted and then beheaded by a stranger who was subsequently found drowned in a river. Surach, it's almost been a week, but people are still talking about it. People are still commenting and sending links on Facebook. And we can see why people are so concerned about this. There are so many angles to this. I understand that you were out on the streets last night pursuing a story on one of the conversations that this has sparked of homelessness.
Yes.
And tell me, where were you last night and what were you hoping to find?
Well, last night I was actually roaming around the streets of KL, mainly around the areas of Central Market and Menara Maybank, Pudu, among various areas. And what I was trying to look for is not just homeless people, but homeless people, especially single mothers with children, similar to the recent case.
That was the area where the case happened, right?
Yes.
Kota Raya.
Yes, Kota Raya. It was quite interesting in a sense that we were there at about 9 o'clock at night, and already several of the homeless people had begun to pick their sweet spots to sleep, and they were sleeping peacefully. They usually choose places where it's pretty dark and unlit, even though there are actually street lights. But the street lights, apparently, according to several policemen that I've interviewed, were vandalized by the homeless people so that they could actually sleep there in the dark and be left to their privacy, apparently.
These homeless people, are they local or are they foreigners?
I would say most of them are local.
See, you mentioned police. It's very interesting to me because I was just speaking to a friend about this, and he's telling me that when he was living in the UK, the police over there were not trying to protect these homeless people. I don't know how the scene is like here. Are cops trying to, protect them or? Well,
actually, it's more to the contrary. The police, in many ways, are actually looking out for these homeless people. If in cases that there are some homeless people who do have mental issues and all that, and when they start causing a ruckus to the public, and the police steps in and takes them in. Speaking to a couple of policemen yesterday who were on their rounds yesterday, they said that they usually take in these homeless people, bring them to hospital Kuala Lumpur for a checkup. Then these people will get treated eventually in the psychiatric unit, and
so there's a chance for rehab. And homeless people, as I understand it, there are fall into two categories, and with the first being homeless people who do want to be rehabilitated, and secondly, these are people who have gotten so comfortable living on the streets that they're okay with it. Have you come across any of these people in the second category?
No, I have not, and because my rounds yesterday was quite short. But I have heard several stories of these people, and according to the policeman whom I spoke to yesterday, he's told that he mentioned one of them. He bumped into one of them who was actually picking up rubbish and trying to collect cans and tins to sell. And upon approaching this particular lady, the policeman asked her, what are you doing, and wanted to actually bring her in and send her to the welfare department. But eventually she just brings her a slip of paper and shows that this is an EPF statement, and she actually
has an EPF account.
She has an EPF account, and she has 300,000 ringgit in her EPF account.
Does she have a job? Because from what I understand, some of them actually have day jobs, right? Does this woman
This particular woman apparently was a full-time accountant, and at one time, and she apparently had she apparently was laid off her job because she had some mental problems, and then not only that, she was also divorced and all that, and she has been looking forward to this homeless life. She has been very comfortable about it. She refused. Apparently, according to the police, he said that she has refused to go back to her hometown in Terengganu. And he has bumped into her every now and then, and she keeps doing what she does.
See, that's the thing about people living on the streets. They've gotten so comfortable. I think I hear as well that it's the soup kitchens that are keeping them going. Is that right?
I mean the police.
It's fueling an ongoing situation. I mean, if I were, if I didn't want to go home and someone's taking care of me on the streets, I would do that too. And some members of the authority and the police, when you speak to the policemen on their rounds, as much as they feel they have the sympathy for these homeless people, but to see them not improve themselves, because apparently the soup kitchens feed them 3 times a day.
morning, lunch, and
Right.
and dinner, and so on and so forth. And it doesn't actually. It gives them no inspiration at all to actually come back and get to work.
Yeah, I can understand
yeah.
that. Okay, well,
Yeah.
well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Please be a part of our conversation. Tweet us at switchup_TV. Stay tuned for our next session.